I do believe that in my first review of this Dometic Cardex stove, I said that I will get back to you in about a month, a bit more, and then get back to you in like a month time to see how it performed. I think that's a little bit overdue. I think we're all in all running in close to a year. I actually got it almost a year ago, but hey, time passed, life happened. But let's do a after 12-month review on this one. So I won't go too much into the specs of this. The one that I have is the Cardex Dometic 2 Cook 3 FFD Turbo, I think it's called. As I mentioned, I had it for over a year. I bought it last summer. I've been on roughly 10 trips, and I used it also at home in my garden. And the overall impression is very good. It's a super solid burner. I will get into all the pros and cons afterwards, and also if you should buy one or not. Let's begin with all the pros in this stove. First off, it's very, very efficient. It burns extremely fast. Both burners can produce a lot of heat. I believe I can boil a pot of water in around 2.5 minutes. I will time it and put it up here somewhere so you can see it. Second of all, while utilizing these two pans, especially this flat one, you get an extremely nice cooking experience. It's almost like, you know, working a proper grill. I will get into one of my upgrades that I've made and how I actually believe I made it a bit better. And then the last, look and feel of it. I love the design, the coloring, all that. I know, hey, what does that matter on a stove? I don't know. I like it, but I like the feeling of it. It's heavy. It's doable. There's nothing flimsy. Nothing breaks. Everything works. Still works. Yeah, it's just a solid piece of gear. Moving on to the cons, or the things that could be a little bit better. First off, and that's not even on the table, and there's a reason for it, is the hose. As I mentioned in my first video, I know that there's probably a why the hose isn't in the burner from the get-go. You can get, I think, 5 or 6 different adapters up here. So again, you need to buy your hose from the get-go. I can live with that. I can find if I want a single or a double, if I need a 30 or 50 bar, that's fine. But what I don't like is that there's absolutely no way that this hose fits in this bag. Even though there's some kind of molly straps here in the back, but there's not an additional pouch or anything that I can cinch on here, meaning that I will probably, and it hasn't happened yet, but I will probably, or someone will probably forget to bring the hose when they like check their camping stuff. I know it might seem like a little thing, but I simply can't see why you can't make some kind of, at least a spot for it, or a pouch or something that I can have this. This one sits up top here next to my stove, so every time I pull it out, I won't forget it. But that would be kind of nice if this fit together with this one. Second of all, it uses a hell of a lot of gas. I know I said in the pros that it burns like but it also uses a lot of gas. With both burners at full speed, I need a fresh one of these small camping gases when I start cooking, so I won't run out of gas. I mean, I won't drain it, but it's just to be sure. One thing I did figure out, and that's again one of the upgrades, is that it's very sensitive to the wind. And with my upgrade, I actually saw on this trip that it doesn't use so much gas again. So maybe it's because of the wind sensitivity. And yeah, speaking of the elephant in the room, this one with the little flimsy windscreens, come on. I said it from the get-go in my first video. I can roll the footage. These little things, seriously, what are those for? They can't do anything. I had to flip the cooker like this in order to just get a little bit of shelter, but right now it's burning, it's good, but and trust me, it took 2 or 3 trips until I started experimenting on how I could fiddle around with the windscreens, because this is very, 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 very wind sensitive. I cannot understand why Dometic or Cardic can't fix it. It's simply a design error. So please do that in the future. I will show you the upgrade that I made that has actually made me keep this stove and not change it for something else. The last thing on the con list is cleaning. It's stainless steel up top combined with some alloy. These are fairly easy to clean, but I made some hot chocolate during the winter, and of course, you know, when you look away, stuff tends to boil over. And oh my God, was this to clean, because you can't dismantle anything. I had to remove the plate down here to get underneath so I could clean all of the hot chocolate away, and I still missed a few spots. So if you overcook pasta or spaghetti or potatoes or something like that, you're in a jam, because getting that stuff out of here is that's tricky. Situated down. I've seen other stoves where it's up top, so it's easier to clean around. I don't have any idea on how to fix it, but it is hard to clean. Yeah, this one can also be a bit tricky, but if you just start cleaning it while it's a little bit hot, throw a little bit of water on it, rinse it, and then it's okay. And then I always give them a thorough scrub whenever I get back. Time for an upgrade. This is my solution, and it's not even done yet, to how wind sensitive this Cardic stove is. I made extremely tall windscreens, and they work. I simply just took a piece of steel and bolted it to the little flimsy windscreens that were already. Fits perfectly here, and it fits perfectly in the back under these guys. I am gonna make one here as well that will attach down here. The other stuff that I made is this cast iron flat pan, which is a huge upgrade, because then you have a total, like a full-on barbecue. I know that you can get them in the Cardic model as well, but then you have the legs, and I don't really need that since this packs down together very, very flat. Is this stove worth your money? I think it is. I mean, I know that the cons actually outweigh the pros, but the pros are also really, really high. This is a solid product. I mean, this is a combination of alloy and steel. As I said, it's heavy. Everything is rock solid. I've been using it for over a year now. Everything still works. Of course, all the cons is a bitch, to be honest, but I haven't really tried a stove that doesn't have any things you don't really want to change. And for me personally, I like challenges like this, solving, fixing, upgrading everything to make it work as I want it to do. But please, please, please find a way to store this in the bag or somewhere else. At least right in the bag, remember to bring your hose. Someone will forget this. All in all, if you want a great stove that works puts out a hell of a lot of heat, cooks a steak perfectly. By all means, buy this one. If you're sick and tired of stuff blowing out in the wind and you don't have the means or the skills to improve it, don't buy this stove. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. Would I buy it if they made an upgrade and promised that the windscreens were better? Yes, I would. So make your own decision. See what you want to do. I probably will still be using this in about a year, and I can give you another review when it comes to that time. So until then, stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that, and I'll catch you later. Bye. See, even a cast iron plate fits. Please fix the hose.